Hi friends, if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been following along for a while and wondering what happens behind the scenes at Wool & Spinning, this video is for you. I get a lot of questions about my Patreon, what the tiers are, what you actually get, and whether it's the right place to land. So I wanted to take a few minutes to walk you through it in a way that feels honest and is clear. At its heart, my Patreon isn't about content, it's about community. As the tiers increase, yes, you do get access to more resources, more learning, and more touch points. But what really changes is how close you are to the conversation. Think about it less like a ladder and more like stepping progressively deeper into a shared studio space. The lower tiers are a beautiful place to start. They're designed for folks who want regular inspiration, thoughtful educational content, a way to support this work, and a sense of being connected, even if quietly. You can engage at your own pace, watch, listen, read, reflect. There's no pressure to keep up. You belong just by being here. As you move up through the tiers, something really special starts to happen. This is where the Patreon becomes less about watching and more about showing up. You're stepping into a more focused space within the community. Each of these circles has its own flavor, its own rhythm, its own intention. So in the Wool Circle, members gain access to Rebecca's podcast called The Wool Circle. It's a space for deeper, thoughtful conversations about wool making and the ideas that live alongside our practice. It's reflective, curious, and designed specifically for this community from Rebecca. The Silk Circle is where my dedicated teaching content lives, so it's material that is created only for Patreon members. This is where I go slower, I dig deeper, and we explore topics with the assumption that you want nuance, context, and room to think alongside me. At the lower tiers, you'll find Color Mania, where Dion leads teaching content focused on color. This is how we see it, how we work with it, and use it intentionally in fiber and yarn. These sessions are rich, they're practical, and they're incredibly generous. They form a strong foundation within the community. Behind the higher level tiers are our Zoom groups, and I want to talk about these carefully because they're not just meetings. These are small, intentional spaces where you get direct access to me and also to Rebecca and Dion, who many of you already know and love. While they're technically contractors, the truth is that they are more like collaborators, thinkers, teachers, and they're deeply invested in the members of this community. In these Zoom spaces, we talk about real projects and challenges. We ask nuanced questions that you can't always answer in comments. We share works in progress, and we learn from each other, not just from the front of the room. You're not coming to be lectured, you're coming to sit at the table. I know the phrase exclusive access can sometimes feel uncomfortable or intimidating, so I want to be really clear. This isn't about hierarchy or gatekeeping, it's about capacity. Smaller groups allow for slower conversations, deeper listening, and meaningful relationships to form. That's what the paywall protects, not information, but the quality of the connection. So if you're someone who wants feedback on your spinning, fleece work, or ideas, you crave thoughtful discussion instead of quick answers, you value community as much as technique, or you simply want a space where your questions are welcomed and held with care, the Zoom tiers might be exactly where you belong. And I'll say this really clearly, there is no right tier. Some people stay in the lower tiers for years, and that is perfect. Others move up when their season of life allows for more time and energy, and you're always welcome to move between tiers as your needs change. There is no limit, and you can do it at any time. If any of this resonates, I'd love for you to join us at whatever level feels comfortable and suitable for you. You can find all the details at patreon.com/woolandspinning/join. And if you ever have questions, just ask. You can even comment down below and I'll get back to you. We're a real community and we love welcoming new voices into the circle. Thank you for being here and I hope I'll see you inside. Bye everyone.